Let's take a look at what happened today with Tesla. We are Monday, June 2nd, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So we are live. I'm doing this one live just for fun. So let's take a look at what happened. So Tesla closed at 342.69, down, still down $3.77. That's 1.09% down. Post market, we are up by 31 cents or 17. Closed at 342.86. So let's look at the facts, and then we'll see how we can profit from those facts. So is Tesla still into its bullish channel? The answer is yes. We are still into the bullish channel on the daily chart. So if you are an investor that loves Tesla stock, but is trend aware. If you're not trend aware, then you can write something down. You can write Tesla down. You can write Tesla down. On this channel, we try not to write things down. So on the daily chart, we are still bullish. So we are still between our bullish channel support right here. This is the support, and this is the resistance, and the price is supposed to zigzag between these two until it won't, until it will stop. And when it's going to stop, well, of course, it is going to go, it is going to break one line or the other. And we are going to say that we are no longer into a bullish channel if we are breaking that support here. If we get out at any point, if we pass that green line, then we are going to say, well, okay, Tesla is no longer bullish anymore. Right now, we cannot say that. This is objective, this is facts. We are looking at the facts. And then we try to extrapolate those facts in the future. So when we see a stock into a bullish channel, we extrapolate that it is going to continue into this bullish channel until it does not. And most of the time, these patterns last for weeks, if not months and years. So they last a long time. So right now we are still bullish on Tesla. We have not stopped that. The last buy signal that we had on Tesla was right here when we broke 295. Tesla was accumulating right here. It had a hard time breaking 295, then boom, broke it. So this was a fact. Oh, we closed above 295. You can go see my May 9th video. And then, yeah, there was still some risk, but then our bias was, okay, this is going to continue. Boom, this is going to continue, and yes, indeed, it is continuing. So for the past 4 days, we have been a little bit weaker. So Tesla has been a little bit weaker right here, but not as weak as getting outside of the bullish channel. So that's the good news. So within a bullish trend, the bullish channel, stocks can have moves down. Move down, or sideways down. These happen, so we should not panic. We should look at the overall structure. We are into a bullish channel, so it's normal that we are going sideways for days, maybe a couple of weeks. So if you are working, if you are investing in Tesla, you should maybe invest on the daily chart. Then on the daily chart, you are still bullish. So even if we went sideways here, and down here, this is still bullish because we are still in this channel. So that's that. And if we take a look at the candle that we had today, we see that we went just barely outside at the beginning of the day, or during the beginning of the day, and then we moved up quite far, relatively far. We have a long wick at the bottom, so this is indicating that we went down, and now we are recovering somewhat. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to understand a little bit more how the day happened. So the first candle of the day is right here. So we opened outside of our bearish channel. So on the 1 hour chart, we have a lot more details to contend with. A lot more details. So we started this bearish channel last week. Bearish channel. So we opened lower today. We opened lower. So this was not super good news. We because the bearish channel was not fast enough, so Tesla opened even lower, so it went worse. It went lower faster than the bearish channel was suggesting that Tesla would be doing. So on the first hour of the day, we started to go down, and then we went down to the support that we had previously identified, that 332.65. And that number was not taken out of the sky. 332.65 is a number that was used as support recently. We are talking in 16th of May, 14th of May. This was a floor, and we just reconnected to that floor. So we had a move down during the day. So some people on Discord shorted that one. That's nice. And then we started to really bounce on 332.65. So we bounced on it. So on the 1 hour chart, we cannot really call this a buy signal because we don't have stochastic over 60. We don't have DMI. I'm going to talk about this new indicator eventually. But we don't have our indicators that are telling us that we are bullish. So right now, this is just a rebound. This is just a rebound. On the 1 hour chart, this is just a rebound. So it is very important to decide what is your time outlook. If you want to play during the day, you need to go into a smaller time frame than the daily chart. You need to go to the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, the 15-minute chart, the 5-minute chart. You can choose many charts. But you need to basically go into a smaller time frame, and then you can play. If you want to play this, I call this play because this is moving almost every single day, and maybe there are some patterns that we can identify and that we can join in. So right now on the 1 hour chart, we are bouncing back up, but this is still only considered noise, for the reasons I mentioned, stochastic and so on. What is interesting is that on the 1 hour chart, this was the bearish channel that we had, and now we are just outside of it, outside of this steep bearish channel. This is a steep bearish channel that got completed a little bit today and stopped at 332.65. And now we are outside of it. So this is a little bit positive. So we are outside of that bullish channel, that bearish channel, but we are still outside. So this is not good, of this larger bearish channel on the 1 hour chart. So we don't know if we are going to break this, but this is a little bit of a bounce that happened today. This was easier to see on the 5-minute chart a little bit. So the 5-minute chart, I'm going to tell you, is tricky. Things move up and down, but today I will say this was a little bit different because how can I explain this? On the higher time frames, the daily chart, the 1 hour chart, we were on support right here. So the bias, when we get to support, the bias is that we should be bouncing. So this is the bias. This is the bias. This is the bias. So once we have a bias, we can look for evidence. So we can say here, okay, we should be bouncing on support. We should be bouncing on support. We might not, but we should be. So once we have a bias, we can look at evidence. So evidence on the 1 hour chart, in terms of evidence, this is a little bit harder to find because after a move down, our indicators are going to be slow to show a move back up. And this is why we have these indicators, so that we don't get all excited because we have a little bit of a move up that's happening, and they are preventing us to believe that every move up will result in a big move up. So they don't all result to a big move up after a move down. So this is why we have indicators to tell us to take it easy. And stochastic and DMI have been doing their job because they are telling us no. On the 1 hour chart, there's no stochastic over 60. So this means on the 1 hour chart, there's nothing to tell us that it wants to go higher. And we should interpret this as a bounce. On the 5-minute chart, we have a lot more candles, and this one made a pattern. It made a pattern like this. Made a pattern here. You know, basically we have an ascending triangle right here. So, you know, this was pretty clear. So once we broke above 338.72, we had stochastic over 60, we had the MI a little bit, and then it caved in. So you see the 5-minute chart is very jerky, whereas the daily chart is a bit more stable because there's more time for people to consolidate their behavior instead of having just a few day traders that are trying to short this and that. So yeah, so it broke 338.72, then came back down. So technically, if someone would have entered there, they would have been stopped out. But then it re-happened again, so then we would have had to get in again. And that time it succeeded. It succeeded, stopped a little bit at 341.53, and now it's moving back to this bearish channel support, which is not support yet because we are not above, we are below, so it's resistance. But it will become a bullish channel support at some point. So we are pretty much right smack on it. So 343. So if we break 343 tomorrow, then this is going to be a little bit of a good sign. And 343 and maybe this one too at 344.53. So once we are going to be in that area, then maybe things are going to turn around on the 1 hour chart. Maybe stochastic is going to turn around, and maybe we are going to move up a little bit. But you know, maybe we won't get much move up yet. So stochastic is not there. We are still into a downward channel. So you know, this is not like we are outside of the bearish channel, then getting into a congestion zone and then going higher. So this one is a little bit more iffy. This is looking like a dead cat bounce. You know, even a dead cat will bounce on the floor. It does not mean that it's alive because it bounces. You know, so we need to keep everything in mind. So on the 5-minute chart, this was a little bit of a move. Now we are stopped where it should stop. So maybe tomorrow this is going to continue and revert down. But okay, so this is the play area on the 5-minute. On the 1 hour chart, this is you know, this is a bit more serious stuff. And as I said, so far we don't have any indication that we are bullish. Once we break on the 1 hour chart, before breaking 350, this is going to be hard to believe that it really wants to go higher. And on the daily chart, this is all good. This is still bullish. So you see how, depending on the time frame, you have different outlook. You have different. It's almost like a different stock. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. VIX is down, so that's the positive here. 1836 down 0.21. It did not open down today, if I remember correctly. Did it open? No, I think it opened a little bit higher here. You know, we have that wick here, so we opened a little bit higher. So this was not conducive to going long, and Tesla did not go long at the beginning. You know, for the first 2 hours it went down. Then things started to reverse. This is when VIX started to come down a bit more and then stabilize and came down further. So this has helped the market. We are happy that we are below 1849. It was, it was a resistance right here. It was support right here. It was support right here. And now we are breaking lower. So this is telling us that it's possible that we have a continuation down. If we do, we are going to break on the 5-minute chart 344. And maybe on the 1 hour, if it continues on the 1 hour, we are going to break 350, and things are going to trickle up that way. So moves always start at the lower time frame, and we break resistance on the lower time frame, and if we don't cave in, then the higher time frame resistances are going to be broken also, and then eventually the daily chart resistance is going to be broken. So this is all related. Okay, so this is interesting for the rest of the week. This is interesting. VIX lower. We need to remind ourselves of that. So VIX is trending lower towards the end of the day. Look at it at the open. Look at it at the open and before the open. It opens, VIX opens at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the markets open at 9:30. So look at it in the morning at 3:30 or something. Wake up at 3 o'clock. Look at it. Go back to sleep. Wake up again at 7. No. So look at it before the open to have an idea of where things could be going. Okay, daily chart, the 20-year bonds is contained a little bit higher. The same thing for 10-year bonds. We are watching those in case they start to go super high. Let's take a look at the stock indices now. So stock indices, the market is waiting for something. The market is waiting for something because we are, just like with Tesla, we are into a bullish channel. So we have been, Dow Jones is bullish, but at the same time, it's stopping at 42,802, just like Tesla. Look at Tesla right here. It's bullish. It's bullish, 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 but Tesla stops at 360, cannot close above 360. So we have exactly the same thing happening. We are moving up. This was a nice move up. We are stopped. So they all are at the starting line. There is a ribbon, and we are waiting for somebody to shoot the gun in the air for people to just start going. So we are waiting for that. So is this going to be a super good news that China and the US are now have come up with a new trade plan so that tariffs no longer are an issue, blah blah blah? So is this the type of news that is going to be necessary for this starting line to be crossed? I don't know. Nobody knows, but something will need to happen to convince the market as a whole, okay, right now things are good. So now we can go and invest in the stock market. SPX, same thing. Bullish channel right here. So the market is waiting. And look at this. Cannot make this up. Look at how aligned the candles are. This one is just perfection. It's stopping right smack on it. Cannot make this up. Look at my previous videos. This line was there, and now this candle is just right on it. So we are on the cusp of something or not. So this is the part where nobody knows. I say nobody knows because it's true. It's possible that we cave in. This is a line that's stopping us, and it's succeeding. Yes, I am happy that we close right smack on it because it's telling me that the line is put at the right place. But the job for that line is to prevent SPX in this case from going higher, and so far the line is doing its job. So maybe it will never cross that line. I don't know. But if it crosses it, then I'll know something. I'll know that, okay, this is a significant event. Just like when your significant other does something she or he has never done, something is different in the world. So this is going to be the same thing with this. Nasdaq, same thing, bullish channel right here, and we are waiting for something. So the whole market is waiting. Once we are going to have this cross, then we should have a big release. The longer we are waiting and coiling, the longer is going to be the move up. But we need to be patient. We need to be patient. Russell, the same thing. Russell is going sideways. Russell was into a downward channel. This one is, you know, this is a bullish channel right here within a bearish channel. So this one is really stuck right here. It's really stuck again. So this is what we have. So not a bad day for Tesla. We had today, let me take a look at the economic calendar. So Fed Chair Powell had a speech. He spoke for the 75th anniversary of the Division of International Finance at the Federal Reserve Board. So he gave a speech. Some people said, well, there was a rumor that maybe he would resign. He has met Trump recently, I think. So some people thought that maybe he would resign. I don't hear any resignation in that speech. We got some ISM manufacturing PMI. So this was below market expectation of 49.5. The reading marked the third consecutive month of contraction in the manufacturing sector and the sharpest decline since November 2024, highlighting mounting economic uncertainty and sustained cost pressures, partly driven by volatile trade policies. Yeah, Trump is not helping the stock market. It's quite clear. Under the Trump administration, the market does not like uncertainty, and what is more uncertain than whether or not Trump is going to impose a new tariff to a new country. So if that he eases up, if Trump makes trade agreements and cools down the tariffs a little bit, the stock market is just ready to go. We've seen it. It is ready to go. We just need the trigger. We just need the trigger. Once that trigger is going to come, we are going to be okay. So that's it for today. So so far so good. So far so good. Even with everything that we are seeing, Tesla is still into a bullish channel. So if you are a trend aware, or if you want to be a trend aware investor, if you already are an investor in Tesla, you are an investor. But being trend aware, you need some help. You need some help from people that see trends. And this is what we do on this channel. We see trends. And we tell you those trends. Every single day I do a video, sometimes live, sometimes recorded. So we identify the trends for you. We identify the trends and we can tell you, this is not financial advice. This is looking at the trend. Oh, the trend is changing. You decide if you want to hold Tesla until 2030. You decide it. I don't care. I'm just looking at the trend. I am a geek. I am a chart geek. That's my job. So we identify the trends and we tell you the trends. We tell you the trends, you make your own decisions. So this is why I told you the trend is still bullish for Tesla. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. click on my TradingView affiliate link. This is all done in TradingView. This is a great tool. This is free. If you pay, you get some additional doodads, but this is free. You can click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.